Another day, another story. Climate change is a global phenomenon that is affecting various aspects of our planet, including wildlife. Rising temperatures, extreme weather events, and changing ecosystems are disrupting the delicate balance of our natural world, and wildlife is bearing the brunt of these changes. In this article, we will explore the impact of climate change on wildlife and the measures we can take to mitigate these effects. The effects of climate change on wildlife. Climate change is causing a variety of effects on wildlife, including changes in the timing of migration, reproduction, and hibernation. For example, changes in temperature are causing some bird species to migrate earlier, while others are not migrating at all. This can lead to mismatches between food availability and the arrival of migratory birds, which can affect the survival of both the birds and their prey. Another effect of climate change is the alteration of habitat and range. As temperatures rise, species are moving to cooler areas, and some are shifting their range to higher altitudes. However, not all species can adapt to these changes, and some may be left with no suitable habitat. This can lead to the loss of biodiversity and the extinction of some species. Rising sea levels are also causing habitat loss and coastal erosion, which affects marine life. Coral reefs are particularly vulnerable to the effects of climate change, as they are sensitive to temperature changes and ocean acidification. Bleaching, disease, and death of corals are occurring at an alarming rate, which has a cascading effect on the entire marine ecosystem. Climate change is also exacerbating the effects of other environmental threats to wildlife, such as habitat destruction, pollution, and invasive species. For example, invasive species may move into areas that are abandoned by native species due to changes in temperature or precipitation. This can lead to competition for resources and predation, which can further disrupt ecosystems. Mitigating the effects of climate change on wildlife. To mitigate the effects of climate change on wildlife, we must take action to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and curb the effects of climate change. This can be achieved through a variety of strategies, including reducing carbon emissions. We can reduce our carbon footprint by using renewable energy, improving energy efficiency, and promoting sustainable transportation. Protecting wildlife habitat. We can protect and restore wildlife habitat to provide safe havens for species that are affected by climate change. Reducing pollution. We can reduce pollution by promoting clean energy sources, improving waste management, and reducing the use of harmful chemicals. Managing invasive species. We can manage invasive species by preventing their introduction and controlling their spread. Supporting adaptation. We can support wildlife adaptation by promoting biodiversity, facilitating migration corridors, and restoring degraded ecosystems. Conclusion. Climate change is having a profound impact on wildlife, and the effects are only getting worse. As we continue to emit greenhouse gases and alter our planet's natural systems, we must take action to mitigate the effects of climate change on wildlife. By reducing our carbon footprint, protecting wildlife habitat, reducing pollution, managing invasive species, and supporting adaptation, we can help ensure that our natural world remains healthy and vibrant for future generations. Thanks for watching.